For those of you wondering why I'm holding up a crucifix in my video, it's because I've had a real shitty Easter today. And I've been praying to the cross, to Jesus, obviously, because Jesus is in the cross. So that it would get better. Well, I'll start you off with what happened. So this morning, I overslept, and my wife did not have the decency to wake me up early. She was out running some errands, getting like shit like groceries, and she was busy. I told her like she was gonna be out for a long time in the morning, so I told her I would wake up by myself, and I happened to not. I happened to fall asleep 3 hours past when I should have gotten up. Big deal. It's sleep. It's a natural thing. I mean, come on. I'm human. What do you expect me to do? I make mistakes. And when she gets on me and she's like, she expected me to meet her near the church later. And she's like, Simon, you fell asleep. How could you? You're so irresponsible. We missed mass because of you. And I was like, shut the fuck up, calm down. We'll just go to the next one. So I apologize to a priest that I could not make it to the next mass. But, and for those of you that are wondering, we're going to a new parish now. It's a lot better than the other parish that we used to go to with that asshole priest in the video that I made earlier. You know what I'm talking about if you watch my old videos. So, this new priest, he's pretty cool. He forgives me when I go to confession. And I decided to do something. You see, one of the altar boys is a friend. He's a son of my friend, and he decided to help me. I decided since it's Easter, I should do something with eggs. You know what I mean? So my wife got a bunch of eggs. We from a grocery store this morning, so we could make the colored eggs for Easter. But instead, I took the eggs and I took them into the church and I hid them under the altar. And here's what happened. So later we were going to Easter Mass, and when we were receiving communion, I went up behind the altar, and Father Michael was like, Simon, what are you doing? And here's the thing. The reason that I put the eggs there was because, April Fool's Day is tomorrow, so, I decided to pull Murphy Special, a little early April Fool's Day to give some people some laughs, and, I pulled out a bunch of egg cartons, and I opened them up, and I was like, Happy April Fool's Day, everybody, and I started throwing the eggs, at all the parishioners, and I think I threw one at the deacon, and everybody was screaming and freaking out. They were all a bunch of fucking assholes who couldn't take a damn joke. And I was throwing eggs at everybody, just having a good old time. And then like two douchebags just ran up and grabbed me and threw me on the ground. And, I got kicked out of a fucking church. I'm serious. As if I didn't have enough problems in my life to be kicked out of my sanctuary. And now everybody thinks I'm a bad guy. I went to a bar later today to relax, because of my traumatic experience of everybody being such an asshole to me, and they said that they didn't want me there anymore. They said that they need some time away from me. I was just pulling a little prank. I'm sorry. I'm just human, okay? I'm sorry for pulling the prank. And the priest was really mad at me. He was like, the priest's brother goes to the bar, and I usually hang out with him there, and he was like, Simon, you really took it far this time. You ruined the priest's, you ruined Michael's robes, and you almost caused him to have a heart attack. He's in his 60s. And I was like, so what? It's not my fault. You people should have been prepared. You didn't know that April Fool's Day was coming up? Or that sometimes April Fool's Day comes early? Huh? What's wrong with you? And he throws me out. My day was pretty shitty, so I had a few of my own beers, I have a stash at home. I locked myself in the bathroom because my wife was constantly yelling at me. And, well, Here's the thing. My wife, she left without me to go to the Easter egg roll, and I'm at a local supermarket, Shay's Market, at the lawn in front of the market, and she left without me. She brought our kids, and she left without me. So here's what I fucking did. She has a car, so I got into my car, and I drove over there. It was a pretty hassle. I was drunk, I'll admit that. I think all I did was I hit a few mailboxes. You know, they weren't even people's own mailboxes. They were just, those big blue mailboxes that you see on the sidewalk occasionally. Because, I was sort of driving on the sidewalk, and I didn't hit anybody. Everybody was running out of the way. And then I drove there, and, I squashed, I drove onto the lawn, and I squashed a few eggs, which was pretty funny. And I got out, and I was like, "You want some fucking eggs? Here's your fucking eggs." And I threw eggs at everybody. There were some children, they were going, "Yeah, well, boo fucking who? You gotta be prepared in the world, And then I got fucking arrested. I got incarcerated. Jesus fucking Christ. And my wife won't even speak to me. She won't even talk to me. My parents, they're ashamed of me. I've lost everything. I don't have a friend in the world now, in real life. All I have are you guys. And some of you are assholes, and you won't even console me in my time of need. So yeah, I think that my wife might go apeshit, so, I'm gonna need to go to a hotel or something to get away from this. If you could go to the PayPal link down below and make me an account, because I don't want to make an account. I don't want to give those assholes my bank account number and things like that. If you can make me an account and donate to it and get other people to donate to it, that would be great. Thanks. That's all I gotta say for now. Happy Easter.